With the 8th pick in the 2017 NFL Draft, the Carolina Panthers have selected Christian McCaffrey, running back.
It's okay, running back, wide receiver, whatever you want to call him.
How's everybody doing?
This dude's a beast, the best running back that we've seen in a while.
McCaffrey to the end zone.
McCaffrey, catch that?
Diving catch.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Makes a move and gets in the end zone. McCaffrey leaps, end zone, oh, touchdown! Up and in.
Makes a tackle, breaks another tackle. McCaffrey will not go down.
McCaffrey on the receiving end for the touchdown. McCaffrey touchdown. 76 yards. On the pitch to McCaffrey. McCaffrey to the end zone for the touchdown. Going deep, McCaffrey, and he makes an unbelievable catch.
Stepping up and throwing for McCaffrey. He's got a touchdown.
McCaffrey right up the middle. He is gone for the touchdown.
I love the Carolinas more than anything in the world.
He is Christian McCaffrey, one of the greatest running backs in the NFL right now. The former Panther drafted in the first round back in 2017, now in the Bay Area, playing for the San Francisco 49ers. He's a fan favorite, always doing the right thing on and off the field. But in 2022, on a Thursday night in October, life would change for the Panthers and CMC as Carolina traded the versatile running back to San Francisco. And now we're just days away from the first game between the two teams post-trade. It was a trade that sent shockwaves around the league, but as we all know, it's part of the business in the NFL. McCaffrey did everything he could when he was in Carolina, but the team then was not winning as much as the front office would have liked. And when that happens, well, we know that anything can happen. And so the Panthers made the blockbuster trade. Now, 3 years later, McCaffrey's still shining, playing some of his best football. Earlier this week, the ex-Panther took time to speak with Charlotte media. Here he is talking about the trade, his life, and a decision that was ultimately out of his hands.
Getting traded to San Fran was, it opened my eyes to so much, man. It was a massive blessing. I think what I learned during that whole process about myself was incredible. And I think God has shown me in so many different ways to truly trust him. And I'm so grateful for that. So, to answer your question, yeah, it was a huge blessing, but it was also, a bittersweet moment for me at the time. I loved Charlotte. I loved Carolina. It's where I still have a home. And I loved my teammates, and I was a captain on that team. And so it's weird when you get traded in the middle of the year. But when I look back on my journey and what's happened and what's transpired since then, I can't help but look back and just be so grateful for the opportunity to come to San Fran and also call this place home and to play with, so many amazing players and make lifelong friends here. And that's, I think it's all about perspective. One of the things I do that makes me sad looking back is I couldn't say bye to any of my teammates. I always felt like that was I wish I could have just said bye to them, but I was on a flight at 7 a.m. on Friday, so it was a quick turnaround. In this league, man, everything is a possibility at all times, and there's no guarantees ever. And I've gotten to that point in my mindset in my career where I'm blessed to be on that field whenever I am. It's a business. I was fortunate enough to grow up in the business, and my dad had been cut and been traded. And so that's the nature of the beast, man. And I think when you worry about things that you can't control, nothing good happens. So I just try to focus on what I can do, day in and day out to become the best player I can be. And then when it's all said and done, we'll see what happens.
He may be the opponent this coming Monday, but what a great family, the McCaffrey family, from Luke McCaffrey in Washington, his father Ed, who played in Denver, and of course CMC with a home in Carolina and San Francisco. This Monday, you can watch Carolina take on the San Francisco 49ers right here on WBTV. It's an ESPN production and arguably one of the biggest games for the Panthers in recent years. Kickoff set for 8:15 right here on WBTV. All right, my